Seventh inning, 3-2 New York. Dylan Lee is on to pitch for the Braves to face Soto, Alonso, and Vientos in the seventh. And Juan takes the first slider down for ball one.
Well, if Soto is up for a fourth time, Dylan Lee is in the game. That is what his job is when the Braves face the Mets.
Soto 2 for 10 in his career against Lee. He takes that slider for a strike, and it's 1-1. Juan walked in the third, stole a base, scored a run. And with that walk, he ties Ralph Kiner for the third most walks in the first 8 seasons of a career. The two guys ahead of him on that list, Ted Williams, who he's not going to catch, and Frank Thomas, who he probably will.
He will catch.
He's 9 behind Thomas now, and about 225 behind Ted Williams.
Teddy ball game.
But remember, Soto had 1 foreshortened season, so the dirt 2-2.
It's like when we talk about Pete and his home run numbers. Same deal.
Well, how many seasons did Teddy miss?
It was 5 years total between.
Can you imagine?
2 in Korea.
500, over 500 home runs. I think he would have broke Ruth's record.
That's away, and Lee runs a full count to Soto. Tyler Kinley settled things down for the Braves. He went an inning and a third, retired all 4 to face him, struck out 1. Meanwhile, Clay Holmes has gone 6 innings. So back-to-back games for Mets starters. That's low, and it's ball 4 to Soto. Walks for the second time tonight. 6 walks given up by Atlanta pitchers. Fanatic Sportsbook presents streaming of SNY on the MLB app. Scan the code to download the MLB app today. You're streaming home for SNY. Check it out now on SNY's YouTube page. Gregory Soto sat down in the Mets bullpen. Holmes has only thrown 84 pitches through 6. So he's going to go out there and start the 7th, it would appear. Here's Alonso, and he gets one in the air along the right field line. Toward the corner goes Acuna, and it's gone. A home run. How about that? Pete Alonso with a moonshot opposite field home run. His 29th of the year to put the Mets up 5-2. I didn't think there was any way off the bat that that ball was going out. But Pete is so strong and kept it fair down the line and had enough muscle to get it out of the ballpark.
Keith, you said that it blows from left to right here.
It does. And again, I'll say it again. You get that top of the order. You can't walk these guys with the 1 through 4 through this lineup, particularly the top, the 1 and 2. And Soto walks so much.
What was weird about that home run is that it might have been aided by the wind and going over the fence.
Vientos cracks one to deep left, and that's gone. Mark Vientos, after Alonso's home run, goes back-to-back, and it's 6-2 New York. Number 10 for Vientos. The Mets' 3rd home run of the night. Alonso and Vientos stitching together, and it's 6-2.
Boy, if Vientos gets a hanging slider, he can get on fire.
Well, he's certainly showing the signs of it during this road trip. Now McNeil, who hit the first Met home run tonight. A 3-run shot to put the Mets in front.
We were talking in between innings that Lee seems to always pitch well against the Mets.
Yeah.
But that's his 11th home run allowed in 57 innings. That's a huge number for a reliever.
Well, for Alonso, it was the first home run since he had the night where he broke the record. He had 2 home runs that night. He had gone 43 at bats without a home run before that one.
It's a matter of time.
29 home runs, 103 RBIs now for Alonso, second only to Kyle Schwarber in the National League in runs batted in.
Boy, that just put a little dagger into the Braves right there. This 3-run 7th inning.
And McNeil takes a strike, 2-2. Meanwhile, the Diamondbacks have stretched their lead to 5-0 over the Reds. That game's going to the 4th. Lourdes Gurriel with another home run. He's gotten hot. McNeil gulfs one in the air behind the mound, and Alvarez lets the pitcher take it.
How about that?
That doesn't happen very often. That's the first out of the inning. The specter of high-speed hitting. Michael Harris's line out that Tyrone Taylor turned into an out. It's the hardest hit ball of the night.
Right after the lineup from Acuna, but that home run from Vientos tattooed.
The back-to-back homer certainly changing the nature of this game as Marte swings and misses at a changeup. Marte's had a huge night. On base 3 times, 2 singles and a walk, 2 stolen bases, and an outfield assist.
3 home runs by the Mets. All the runs accounted for by those 3 home runs.
Yeah, just a comment on the offense. Last night, 5 crooked numbers they put up, and 2 more crooked numbers tonight. 3 runs in the 3rd and 3 in the 7th.
Last night the Mets had 21 hits, only 1 home run. Tonight 7 hits, but 3 home runs. Lots of different ways to go about it. Mets had 8 extra base hits last night, 6 doubles, a triple, and a home run. Marte takes a slider that just missed. Ball and 2 strikes. And that changeup down and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Dylan Lee greeted rudely. A walk to Soto, then back-to-back home runs. And now this one's clocked to left by Marte, and that's going to go out of here. The 3rd home run of the inning for the Mets. Starling Marte cracks one for his 8th home run of the year. 7-2 New York. Wow. And Dylan Lee's gopher ball troubles continue. And Marte having himself a huge night.
And that's going to get the pitching coach out there. 2nd home run on this road trip for Marte.
Well, getting a chance to play left field. First start in the outfield since early July, and he has had himself an enormous night. 3 for 3, a homer, 2 stolen bases. Great throw from the outfield. Got a Marte melange.
Potpourri. He's got such a quick bat. He's hardly, it's the same follow through. He doesn't fully follow through, just enough. He's got strong hands, strong wrists, and he's short to the ball.
You know, we always concentrate. Look at the face of McLean. That's a guy that's been in the big leagues for a week, seeing a big league 3 home runs in 1 inning. That's what that is. Oh, that's cool up here.
There's Brett Beatty. 0 for 2 and a walk tonight. Well, you know, some years pitchers just can't keep the ball in the ballpark. It reminds me a little of Edwin Diaz's first year in New York.
It happens. There are some years that every mistake you make, it's not a single, it's not a double, it is out of the park. The one year that Garrett Cole, 2 years ago, I think, with the Yankees, had an unbelievable season, gave up 36 home runs. It can happen. You know, we always concentrate on the pitch that was hit out. The 2 pitches before he hit the ball out were 2 real good pitches in the dirt that he spit on. That's how he got to that count.
Last time the Mets had 3 home runs in an inning was June 21st in Philly. They had back-to-back-to-back home runs from Lindor, Nimmo, and Soto in that game. Here there was an out between the second and third home run. And Beatty goes down swinging on a high fastball, and that's the second out. So let's enter our trivia question. Who gave up the last home run to Hank Aaron in the postseason? That would have been Gary Gentry.
Former Met.
Well, he was a Met at the time.
Oh, that's right.
That was the game that Nolan Ryan came out of the bullpen in the third inning and worked 7 innings in relief.
Wow.
As the Mets clinched the LCS. Pitching change for the Braves. Mets have hit 3 home runs in the inning. Can they hit more? Your Audi electrifying play of the week. Well, it's actually plays, and it's all from tonight. Rick Beatty with that spectacular play against Acuna.
Well, here's a terrific play and the throw from Marte.
And Beatty with another play, charging on the bunt. Brewers snagging a liner, and then Taylor outdoing him.
And D.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Pete, we haven't forgotten you. You made a terrific play, too.
Yeah, but he didn't get an out. Well, but it was a great.
He prevented a run.
It's a great stop.
Prevented a couple of runs.
Yes.
Aaron Bummer in to pitch to Tyrone Taylor, who's gone 0 for 3 after his 3-hit game last night. And that one goes to the backstop.
See the numbers so far in Bummer. He had a long appearance, if you remember right, in Citi Field against the Mets.
Might be asked to go long in this game as well. And a little jam shot out to short. And Brujan's got that to end the inning. Mets hit 3 home runs in the inning and lead it 7-2.